Greetings and welcome back to the channel, guys. It's been a while. We're back with an ESO build because I played a little bit of Mid-Year Mayhem or whatever it's called now. I made this build and I was really surprised how much fun it was. It was basically just a rough sketch of a build. I just put it together because I thought it could be interesting, and it turned out to be very interesting. It was a very fun build. So this build is a high-speed stealth Magicka Necromancer with bomb capabilities. Super fun to play, especially in IC. This build really excels in an environment where you have a lot of line of sight to work with, where you can juke out people because of the speed that you have and the invisibility that you have. You can juke out entire Zergs. I did it so many times. You know, you have a Zerg chasing you, you run around the corner, you turn invisible, you turn around, run the other way, straight through the Zerg. They never know where you are. It's very amazing. So I had a lot of fun on this build, and I'm just going to go over it real quick and show you guys what it is, what you need to do, and how it works. Okay, so looking at the stats here, full Magicka, of course, it's a Magicka build. You know, it's not too shabby, 35k, that's a decent amount. The spell damage goes up to like 4k. The Magicka recovery goes up to like almost 2k, so that's not bad. The spell penetration 14k. This goes up a teeny tiny bit higher, of course, when you have your summons out. But yeah, that's basically the offensive stats here. The resistance doesn't really matter. You know, you're squishy anyway, so you know it really doesn't matter. Looking at the boons here, the Lover Mundus, of course, for extra penetration. It's kind of important. We are a stage 4 vampire. I know a lot of people might not be very comfortable doing that, but hey, I mean, you know, I thought I might not like it, but actually, like, it's fun. It's fun. Being invisible is just fun. And we're mainly using the stage 4 vampire for the invisibility, because it just pairs so well with this build's speed and the bomb capabilities. Being able to just turn invisible whenever you need it, you know, not having to wait until you get out of combat, being able to just straight up run into a Zerg and drop a bomb and not be able to be pulled out by any like caltrops on the ground or whatever. It's so good. It's so good. Trust me. As a food, we're using the Witch Mother's Potent Brew. Originally, I was using the citrus fillet until I realized that after six months of not playing this game, citrus fillets now cost 15k. I switched over to the Witch Mother's Potent Brew, which is a lot more affordable. Yeah, so do that. Do that. Okay, looking at the sets, of course, we're using Vicious Death as our, you know, kind of like the bomb set. We have a Dark Convergence on. Dark Convergence only on the back bar. Feel free to switch around the sets if you feel like it. The way I build it is I only have Dark Convergence on the back bar. I have Vicious Death only on the front bar. Then we're running the Baylork as the monster set. I'm running one trainee ring, and then we're running the Wild Hunt because Wild Hunt is wild. Okay, it is wild indeed. So we got a little bit of Swift on there too, just for some extra speed. We're really fast. Want to see how fast we can run? This is amazing. And then, of course, you turn invisible because you're a vampire. And you can run through Imperial City or Cyrodiil. Imperial City is a little bit better because it has more even terrain. And if you have more even terrain to work with, it's gonna help you stay invisible. Because if you run over a little, you know, like let's say you run over a thing like this, you know, you get airborne for a second, you drop the invisibility. So in IC, it's definitely way more stable to be, you know, an invisible, running kind of pseudo Nightblight Necromancer. But it's fun. You run into the middle of a Zerg, you drop the bomb. So the way you want to do it is, you know, someone chases you, right? Someone chases you. You know, oh my god, I gotta run away. So you run around the corner, you turn invisible, and you go the other way. Instantly. As soon as you turn invisible, you go the other way. Right? That way, they're gonna keep chasing in that direction. You're gonna go the other way. You bamboozle them, and that's basically how that works. So yeah, Wild Hunt in combination with the stealth on this build, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. When it comes to the trades, I like Infused on the big pieces. I like, Impan on the small ones. Do whatever you want. I have like a really weird mixed setup here. Look at this. Like this staff is not even golden, because I didn't bother golding it out because I was just testing the build, and it worked so well that I never bothered upgrading it. But of course, ultimately, if you want to run this build and you want to run it for longer, you should upgrade your weapons. And yeah, that's basically it here. Like I said, Swift on the jewelry here. I got the sharpened on the front bar, which is really helps with the penetration. This one is also sharpened on the back bar. I think you should have infused on the back bar, to be honest. But that's up to you. I'm just showing you the sets here real quick. So yeah, let's look at the CP actually. I think the CP are quite important. This tree is weird. I don't get this tree. Do whatever you want, but the ones that you want to take are Gifted Rider, I think, the War Mound, Sustaining Shadows, because you can also sneak on this build. Of course, you're a vampire, so your sneak is very fast. You can outrun people and sneak. That's just you're a vampire. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? So I like this a lot. And then the Steed's Blessing for extra movement speed, of course, right? When it comes to the blue tree, we're using Master at Arms, Abiding Aura, Fighting Finesse, and Backstabber. Because backstabbing, I assume they haven't changed that yet. AoEs always backstab people because they're like all around them, so you get that extra bonus damage here. Other than that, just take all the points that give you extra damage, and yeah, that's about it. That's about it. When it comes to the red tree, Boundless Vitality for extra health. I gotta say, like, when it comes to these builds, they're always squishy, right? But I prefer to have more health instead of more armor. I think it makes more sense. Since, honestly, man, it's easier to get a lot more health in light armor than it is to get more armor in light armor. Especially if you have, like, a setup that, uses sets that just don't have armor. I think it's easier to just bulk up your health a little bit more than try to get some armor into it, Rejuvenation for extra recoveries. Slippery, for the automatic break free, which is really useful on a squishy build. If you don't have to like bother breaking a CC and it automatically breaks for you, it's a game changer. It really is. Then Celerity for the movement speed, of course. Why wouldn't you? Let's go over the skills real quick. We're using Stalking Blast Bones as our kind of bread and butter, burst damage skill. I'm also using the Flame Pulsar just for, finishing up players when I go in with a bomb. You want some AoE that you can spam to kill people. The Flame Pulsar is a good one, so that one works fine. Crushing Shock as kind of like my main range DPS kind of thing. The way I do it is usually I cast a Blast Bones, then I charge up a heavy attack, and then I go into a Crushing Shock. They roughly hit at the same time. So that's a nice amount of spike damage that you can get. Of course, Crushing Shock interrupts people, so if someone's rezzing, you can interrupt them from a distance. Crushing Shock's super nice against the Max Sork, or just any Sork, because they dark deal a lot, so you can just hit them with a Crushing Shock when they're dark dealing. And you don't even have to pay attention, really. You just do your thing, you just DPS them with a Crushing Shock. They go into the dark deal, instantly get interrupted. Super nice. I like this. So yeah, Degeneration for a little bit of damage over time, but mostly for the major sorcery, because Necromancers struggle getting that buff, so you kind of need the Degeneration. And then we have Inner Light, mostly for the Max Magicka and the spell crit bonus. But of course, it's an expensive skill, but you can, of course, use this to pull people out, especially now during Mid-Year Mayhem or whatever it's called. there's a lot of people playing Nightblades or a lot of people trying to be stealthy. So having that is really going to help you pull them out and just, you know, bring them to justice. I'm using Ice Comet on the front bar. You can use whatever you want on the front bar. I'm not using this very often. I just wanted something ranged that I can hit people with. Feel free to put something else here, whatever you like. But on the back bar, I have the Pestilent Colossus. I've been trying this one instead of the Glacial one. Glacial wasn't super satisfying to use. This one hits a bit harder, and but you know, you can use a Glacial if you want to. But I think this one is just a teeny tiny bit better. Anyway, the reason I have this on the back bar is because I have the Dark Convergence on the back bar. So the way I do it is I put this down, it procs the Dark Convergence, I go to the front bar and I start hitting them with the Flame Pulsar. So that's basically the way we're doing it. And you're going to see that in the clips. I have a couple clips for you where you can see the build in action. So you just look at that if you want to see how you're meant to be bombing people, right? Other than that, we got the Spirit Guardian. You know, what is there to say? 10% mitigation, good heals. You know, it is what it is. Rapid regen for more heals, of course. Resistant Flash for more heals. I'll tell you what, you can be a healer on this build. This build is great for healing other people. I've done it a lot when I see like teammates in trouble. I would go in, I would heal them. And necro heals are just super strong, and you know, you can really be a support build. So if you're playing with friends or you're just playing with your faction and you see them struggling, they're being attacked, they're being hit by siege or whatever, you know, you can just swoop in there, you can just dispense a couple of heals. It really helps them out, and yeah, you're the best healer. No one knows it, but you're the best healer. Then we have Elusive Mist. Of course, Elusive Mist is really nice when you're being like piled on by a lot of people. You can go in there, you can, you know, mist away. You're pretty fast in your mist form, so that's another plus, of course. Of course, mist form shuts off your recovery, so don't stay in there for too long if you're struggling with recoveries. Try to use Elusive Mist in like short bursts, you know, just go use it to get behind line of sight and then, you know, drop it so your regens can actually regen. So, you know, keep that in mind. Beckoning Armor is the armor buff that we have. It pulls people to you too, which is kind of nice. People always get freaked when they get pulled to you. They just kind of panic a little bit and try to get away from you again. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah, but that's the skills, guys. And that's the build. That concludes the build. I'll leave you with a couple clips. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try this. This is a fun build to play. Not just during Mid-Year Mayhem, or whatever it's called. Not just in IC, just everywhere. Because you're so fast, you don't even need to mount. You can just run around max speed. You can outrun everybody. Like, no one gets away from you. No max orc can run away from you. They might be streaking, and yeah, that gives them a little bit of an advantage. But here's the thing. You can run longer than they can streak, and you can catch them. No Magicka Sorc is going to run away from you. So make use of that, guys. I hope you liked it. I'll be back with another one soon. Maybe. We'll see. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and, you know, come back for more. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Bye. Ran into a fight here instantly. What's this? Bunch of losers! Oh man, we got a couple. Oh, got the NPC snare on me. Crunch. Oh shit! Here comes the vampire. All right, boys, we got him. Ripa. It's my flag, please. Don't touch it. Okay, okay. I love you. Man, we're bombing today. Rippa! There's one for the books. Oh yeah, Djibouti. Rip! Get crunched! They never saw it coming. He went AFK. He probably was just looking at his phone or something, or maybe he ordered some food and he had to get the door. Now we got a couple. Who sniped me? Did you snipe me? Did you snipe me? Was it you? Was it you? Who was it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Pretty sure I got the sniper. One of them surely was the sniper. Crunched a whole bunch of them.